Hello and welcome to the next edition of the Warrior News. I'm Brooke Wallen in the studio today.
And I'm Claire Barone. We hope everyone is adjusting well to the 4-cohort model. I know I already miss my Wednesdays, and I'm so happy I get to share my seat with students from the other cohort.
Today is Monday, March 22nd, and it's National Goof Off Day. Coming up on the Warrior News, Juliet with the weather, Cooking with Claire, Worst Case Scenarios with me, Huther's Helpful Hints, and Hannah on the Street.
Originated in 1976, people all around the world have been celebrating goofing off, especially today. So go out, tell some jokes, be silly, and watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off if you need some inspiration.
Now let's head over to your kitchen, Claire, and see what delicious foods you're making today.
Hello and welcome back to this week's segment of Cooking with Claire, where I'm going to show you how to make homemade Reese's peanut butter cups. Let's get into it. First, you're going to start with your empty cupcake liner. You can just set it on the counter. Then you're going to fill it with the bottom layer of chocolate. I melted semi-sweet chocolate chips. Then you're going to dollop in your peanut butter mixture, spread that out, make it look good. And then finally, you're just going to top it with another layer of chocolate on top and a sprinkle of salt.
Wow, those are yummy. Let's see what predicament I got myself into this week.
Hey guys, I'm back with another worst case scenario. Let's randomly choose our scenario for this week. How to treat a leg fracture. Leg fractures are more common than you think, so this might just come in handy someday. If you or someone you're with falls and fractures their leg, do not move the injured leg. Splint the leg with 2 stiff objects around the same length. Tie the splints with string, rope, or belts, whatever is available. Do not tie the splints too tight. Thanks for watching this edition of Worst Case Scenario. Now back to the studio.
Can't say I've ever fractured my leg. Let's hope I never do. So drink your milk. Let's head over to the weather with Juliet to see if spring's coming eventually.
This week we're looking at a low of 33 with a high of 64. Be on the lookout for some rain showers at the end of the week. Happy spring!
Now that we know what the weather is for the week, let's see where Hannah is on today.
Hey everyone, it's Hannah on the streets, and this week I'm at the Clinton Arena interviewing the boys hockey team.
How has COVID affected your coaching style?
COVID has affected my coaching style quite a bit because, there's no time to practice. It's literally playing games day after day or almost every other day. And as hockey players, we're just not used to that. We're used to having practices quite frequently and playing 1 to 2 games a week. And this is just another level, and it just makes it really difficult.
Right. What changes of the dynamic of the team have you noticed since COVID?
Being honest with you, this is one of the closer teams that I've ever coached. I think this group of guys is just bonding together to be able to just have the opportunity to play. I think COVID has kind of brought them closer. I think it's really made them appreciate the game that they all loved in the beginning and still love. But I think they love it that much more now because it's been taken from them and they have all these restrictions being placed on them to be able to just play. I think it really brought our entire team closer, and I would love to have a full season with this team because I think the sky really is the limit. You're not judged how you start, you're judged how you finish, and I think this group, they're a finishing team.
How has COVID affected your game schedule?
Well, normally we would play 20 games and we would be making playoffs, and unfortunately right now we weren't able to travel outside our county, and the only the only 3 teams that we were able to play was New Hartford, Rome, and Whitesboro, and kind of made it a little bit tough to only have 6 games when we originally were supposed to have 20.
Right. Thank you. How does it feel to play without fans in the rink?
It sucks because we're playing 3 teams this year that we always get big crowds at, and it's very quiet instead of the big student section and a lot of noise going on.
Did the Whitesboro hockey team getting shut down change anything for Clinton's team?
Not really. We just knew we had to keep going, keep working, beat the other teams. Yeah.
What is the hardest part about playing right now besides playing without fans?
Definitely the masks. It's tough to breathe while we're out there on the ice skating as hard as we can every shift, and then having this mask on. Yeah, so that's probably the toughest thing, I'd say.
How does the team bond while implementing COVID restrictions?
It's definitely more difficult, but not much has changed really from before.
Any examples?
No team tiffs was a big bummer.
Yeah, no team tiffs. That was tough.
What's that?
The team eats at Tiff's all together.
Tiffany's. It's a pretty good place.
Tiffany's.
Yeah. He doesn't know. He's only been on the team for a year.
No, buying stuff at the mall for families.
Oh, yeah.
in need.
Yeah, we usually shop for families.
And
at the
sketty
mall.
dinner.
Yeah.
No
Sketty
sketty
dinners
dinner.
are big too.
So glad you guys won at least one game. I'm Hannah Slauson with the Warrior News. See you next week.
Looks like everyone is having a great time on the ice. I hope all the sports happening in the spring have a great season.
Today, Sienna is going to give us some tips on how to effectively manage your time. I think we all need some tips now that we're back at 4 days a week. Over to Sienna.
Welcome back to Heather's Helpful Hints. I know it's National Goof Off Day, but today I'm going to show you 10 effective time management tips to help you not goof off as much. Starting with number 1, create a master schedule. Make sure you set times so that you can work on your assignments. This will help you prioritize projects and keep a structure and make sure that you're on track to meet due dates. The next is to use an agenda. You know that thing that the school gives you during the beginning of the year? An agenda will help you keep track of all your upcoming assignments. Number 3 is to eliminate distractions. Between cell phones, social media, and friends, there are a lot of activities that can distract you from your schoolwork. Turn off your phone and TV so that you can focus. Number 4 is to set goals for each session. This will give you the motivation and make you understand what you need to achieve during that period of time. Next on the list is to start working on assignments early. This allows you not to have to cram in 5 assignments in one day or waiting until the due date to start them. Number 6 is to make a project plan. Creating a project plan can also help you avoid last-minute panic. An overwhelming amount of work is common to cause procrastination, which can lead to poor time management skills, and break down those assignments into smaller chunks, each with their own separate due dates. Number 7 is to work on only one assignment at a time. It might seem like you're getting more work done by multitasking, but it's not effective. Number 8 is to study in smaller bursts. For every 30 minutes of schoolwork, schedule a short 10 to 15 minute break to recharge and refocus. Trying to work on one thing for too long can actually cause your mind to wander more. Number 9 is to start early in the day. It allows for a more productive day. Work on assignments early in the day or right after school. Waiting to start until later means that you'll have less time and energy, which can lead to more stress for you. Get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Getting enough sleep is important to help you recharge your mind and make sure that you have the energy that you need to stay on track the next day. Follow a good routine and make sure that you have time to unwind at the end of every day and get the sleep that you need.
Student Council held a trivia night last Friday, March 12th. They had a total of 6 teams participate, and after 5 rounds and a lot of musical hints, teams smarter than 4th graders because 5th graders pushing it finally won. Congratulations!
Go team smarter than 4th graders!
Cause 5th graders pushing it.
The P2 character strength this week is humility. People with this character strength do not seek the spotlight, and they let their actions speak for themselves. As C.S. Lewis once said, humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less.
We hope everyone had a great week and made it the best that it can be. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for our future broadcasts with the Warrior News.